All right, so this is a software for the emulator. The configuration file that tells the EPROM where everything is, that comes from Dynamic EFI, or actually I got this one from someone from a mailing list who's actually improved the config file by adding in the help that came with it. So this has got the configuration stuff with the help added in. You can see what everything does. So you make a change. You can set the version just so that you know that you've changed something. Click save. Save the file so that it updates the checksum. Initialize the emulation hardware in case you plug in the USB after you've started the program. If you start the program first, it'll figure it out. Got it plugged in. As you can see right here on the bottom, it says it's figured out what it's connected to, and it says it's ready. There's no asterisk in this, so it means that it's saved it and updated the checksum appropriately. So now I can upload it. Verification is right there just to make sure that the upload went well. And at this point, the computer has a new set of tables in it. Just show you what some of the tables look like. Low speed VE is telling you what the map, the vacuum versus the speed. There's a high speed one that just goes for a higher set of RPM values. So when you get the thing, you start with something that's close, and then somewhere in here there's an injector pulse constant. Tell you what it is. I think it's in scalars. The thing that tells you what size engine you got and what type of well, how many cylinders you got, and somewhere in here it says the size of the injectors and the size of the engine. That's related to this flow constant, if I remember right. So anyway, you make the settings, upload the file, verify that it's there, and now then we're ready to switch over to the other piece of software. All right, now I'll share the display. This is a real-time display adapter. So this is reading information directly from the computer real-time, and the EBL modification speeds up the communication so that it can give you a faster screen, because otherwise this wouldn't be fast enough. The communication wouldn't be fast enough to do this. So there's your standard what's up display, trip information. You can get the corrections whenever it starts learning. It can tell you where the places on the map that I showed, the VE map, where that's made changes so that you can adjust it. And it does have a learning feature so that you can have it learn and then just reburn the newly learned VE table. Spartan knock and diagnostic. So let's see what happens then. I added a primer shot at crank so that it would, hopefully it'll start better. Let's see, see what happens. Oh, a little bit slow to start, but better. So anyway, that's what it looks like. Says I'm in park or neutral. And when I go to gear, it changes to the OD. I'm not quite sure what OD stands for because it's not overdrive. But in any case, that is what you get out of this deal. Oh, so let's see. Data log. Dun, 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 dun. When we do the data log, it'll let you record everything, all of this data that we're looking at. We can record it with the data log and play it back later. There's the learn VE I was pointing out. So when you tell it to learn, you give it the baseline, and then it learns away from that, and it creates a new one that you can upload after it has learned. So anyway, that's the display. Let's see. Yeah, it's got some help built in. Telling you that it's currently using commanded air fuel ratio is 12.4. That seems a bit lean with it cold. That may not be accurate. Maybe 12.4 with the, that may be before it's done the adjustment, the multiplier because it's cold. So anyway, I'll look at that some later. That's the basic way it works.